How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just Jujutsu Kaisen. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything else catches your interest. And with that being said, we got to get into the topic of today's video, because yeah, we're talking about Hikari this time. We've talked about how strong Panda is. We've talked about how strong Kirara is, or Special K. We're kind of just going through these people. It's a lot of people that we really don't know exactly how strong they are. We haven't gotten to see a ton from Special K. They only had the one fight against Megami and Panda, and I kind of doubt they were going like all out. And Megami's, well, if we're going to be honest, not a great matchup for them in the first place. And then you also have Panda, who has a whole third core that we haven't even seen yet, so it's really hard to tell exactly how strong Panda is at the end of the day. And now Hikari. Yeah, Hikari. We've gotten some bits and pieces from other people about him, and we've seen a fight from him, but that was like 99.5% him punching somebody who wasn't fighting back. And we have reason to believe that he might not have been punching, full force. So yeah, it's a little bit up in the air, but we got enough from other people as well, so we can get a pretty good estimate, get a ballpark guess on it. Anyway, getting into it, first thing we ever really heard about Hikari was from Gojo back in, I believe, chapter 11, when he was talking about his dream, and I bring this up all the time, but it connects to a lot of stuff. Anyway, he brings up and name drops specifically Yuta Okkotsu and Kinji Hakari as two people who are extremely talented and could surpass him one day, or he might have said will surpass him one day. Either way, doesn't matter. Yeah, he put Hikari up on the same pedestal as Yuta. Now, this doesn't mean they're the exact same level of strength, but that is significant. We have already seen Yuta in the prequel chapters go absolutely ham. Now, yeah, Rika went from a Vengeful Curse Spirit to not a Vengeful Curse Spirit, but we've also seen in the series already at this point now, chapter 146, I think. No, different. This was before 146. 146 is when Yuta was talking about Hikari. We'll get to that in 146. Anyway, no. He can still use Rika. He used Rika to pin down Yuji. So yeah, even after Rika stopped being a Vengeful Curse Spirit, that does not mean Yuta's just way weaker now. No, especially at this point, after coming back from overseas, he's still extremely powerful, and yeah, we can kind of put Hikari roughly around there at this point in time. Now, getting to chapter 146, this is when Yuta actually says that Hikari can be moody, but when he gets fired up, when he gets serious, he's stronger than Yuta. That came from Yuta himself. Now, here's the thing. Maki immediately says that's not true. Now, Maki is not a fan of Kinji Hakari. She's just not. She thinks he's a good-for-nothing. Plenty of people do. So it's fair for people to say, oh, well, Maki's biased. Possibly, but also at the same time, you have to look at how Maki said it. It was just, that's not true. She was just saying it plainly as a statement, as something she sees as fact. So yeah, it wasn't that's not true, with exclamation marks and getting mad, mad that somebody's talking good about Hikari. I don't really think so. Yuta is also a very kind person. He has a very, I don't want to say meek personality, but he is a little more reserved. He is kinder towards people. He wants to make friends with people at Tokyo Jujutsu High. That is something he loves to do, and he cherishes his friendships and his relationships with those people there. So I think it is possible that Yuta was hyping Hikari up just a little bit, being a little bit too modest about himself. But with this being said, I don't think Yuta is this overly modest person who wants to just super hype up all of his friends. I don't think he's taking a grade 2 sorcerer and being oh no, when they get serious, they're stronger than I am. They're great. No, I don't think Yuta's doing that. I think you gotta be at least relatively close for Yuta to be willing to say something like that. Or maybe he is stronger than Yuta, who knows. So with these two instances from Gojo name dropping both Hikari and Yuta, which that can also be a tool from the author to say, hey, these guys are both really strong and kind of around each other's power level. Maybe not, but that can also be a way to do that. So yeah, the name drop from Gojo and the praise from him saying they can both surpass him, and then the praise from Yuta saying Hikari is even stronger than him, whether he's being modest or not, tells us before we even really officially meet Hikari, he's extremely powerful. He is up there at least around Yuta's level somewhere, and we already know how strong Yuta is. We finally get to meet Hikari, and yeah, he's running a fight club, and he fights Yuji. I say fights with quotations around it because like I said earlier, it was 99.5% Yuji not fighting back. However, the reason I say it was 99.5% somebody not fighting back is because that 0.5% was Yuji grabbing Hikari by the collar and headbutting this dude. Now, yeah, that's one thing, but it's coming from Yuji Itadori. Now, yes, also Yuji was trying to talk to Hikari and get him on their side, not fight him, but still, I guarantee that was a pretty hefty headbutt. And Hikari literally did not blink, did not nothing, nada. Not a damn thing at all. He just... The hell was that, kid? Excuse me. People aren't supposed to react like that when Yuji grabs them by the collar and... Okay? No. That's not okay. But anyway, yeah, we can glean a little bit from this. Whether Yuji fought back or not, Yuji is extremely tough, and pretty much every single shot from Hikari did more and more damage. Now, yes, of course, this makes sense. Typically, when you punch people repeatedly, it does more and more damage. But, like I said, this is Yuji. He's pretty tough. Not anybody can just hurt Yuji like that. So you have to be able to hit pretty hard. We also saw Hikari with this aura of cursed energy around him, and it doesn't look like any other aura of cursed energy we've seen throughout the series. It is extremely jagged and spiky. Yuji mentions that no matter how much strength he puts into a punch, it just hurts. And Hikari mentions himself that Gojo has stated that his cursed energy has an edge to it. So yeah, this guy just kind of has extra strong cursed energy. I don't think that's the right way to say it. Extra painful cursed energy. He can put 5 ounces of cursed energy into a punch. You can put 5 ounces of cursed energy into a punch, and his is just gonna hurt more. I don't know how to state it other than that. He can put the same amount in, and it's gonna hurt more. So yeah, that's just an advantage that Hikari has over basically everybody else in the entire series. He just has more painful cursed energy. I don't know if this is really that super effective against curses. I don't really know how much, pain curses feel. I don't know. But either way, I know when you're fighting another sorcerer that can feel your punch stabbing them like a bunch of needles on the end of your hand, that's gonna be pretty effective. So yeah, good job on Hikari, I guess. I don't know. We also don't know exactly what Hikari's curse technique is yet, but we have seen him manifest subway train doors. At least that's what it looked like right on the sides of Yuji, and he collapsed them in to try and hit Yuji in the sides. Yuji was actually able to jump over top of that, so good job Yuji. But then later he was actually able to close them down on Yuji's neck. So that had to be painful. But anyway, we don't know exactly what he's doing, any of the rules behind it. But yeah, either way, it doesn't actually matter that much. You can take a curse technique that doesn't really seem that strong, and if you are extremely proficient and good at fighting and have plenty of cursed energy and you're proficient at using it, that can make up for a kind of lackluster curse technique. I actually think 2 of the more prominent things that make you strong in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen are your proficiency with your cursed energy and how much cursed energy you have, because that's also a big deal. Yuta Kotsu can supercharge just a massive crap ton of cursed energy into something and hit you with it, and it's going to be devastating. Yuta Kotsu's not a powerhouse, but because he has an insane amount of cursed energy, he can just pick up cars and just throw them to block off exits that Yuji was trying to run into when they had their little scuffle. He's insanely strong, but that's not because he's strong, it's because he has a massive amount of curse energy. So yeah, I don't actually think the specifics of Hikari's curse technique are super important to really try and figure out exactly how strong he is. You could also just be bad at using a really strong curse technique. We saw Gojo actually fight a guy who had a cloning technique back in his flashback, and he stated that it was a super strong technique and that Tokyo Jujutsu High would love to have somebody with that technique, but the person using it was kind of lackluster with the usage of the technique. So yeah, you can have something powerful and just be bad at using it. So I don't think that really matters too much. Either way, we can already say without a doubt Hikari is extremely strong. And yeah, whatever his official grade is probably not going to be accurate. He's been suspended for a while. The higher-ups don't like him. Yeah, he's probably graded lower than he should be. There is a decent chance that he is special grade or very close to special grade with all of the comparisons that we've seen to Yuta and the fact that he has this extra special, super hurty, spiky, cursed energy shit. Yeah, he's extremely, extremely strong, and I can't wait to figure out exactly how strong he is. But yeah, if he's going to be compared to Yuta this much, he's probably around the same strength level, and I am going to go out on a limb and say Yuta is still special grade, even though Rika isn't what she used to be. Whatever. Yeah, decent chance Hikari's up there. If not, he is like gotta be on that line. But honestly, I would be more surprised if he was grade 1 than if he was special grade. So yeah, I'm going to give him the special mark for now. We'll just see how it goes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.